Okay, it says Morton Arbor Lodge, 1855. Stately 52 room mansion, completed in 1903 by Joy Morton, oldest son of J. Sterling and Carolyn Morton. Mortons came here in 1854. It was an old framed house, and they inherited it, and eventually they made it into this present size. I think there's over 50 rooms in there. So we're going to go inside and look at what looks inside. Okay, we're looking at the reception room in here, and we got nice decorations. And above this fireplace, it said that this mirror right in here came from France, and it's considered flawless. I don't know what that means in particular, but you have some paintings on the wall. That's Julius Morton over there and his wife Carolyn over there. This is called the reception room. A lot of nice porcelain pottery. They said a lot of this stuff was left behind by the family. A lot of it's original. Commemorative stamps from Arbor Day. All kinds of them. 2-cent Arbor Day stamp, 1932. Coming into a little area here. Nice, I guess, not billiard, pool table's got pockets in it. Library, it says. 1857, this room was occupied by General J.W. Denver, U.S. Indian Commissioner, while negotiating the treaty with the Pawnee Indians. This was Nebraska territory at the time, obviously. Billiard room, or something they call the Denver room for some reason. Portrait and biographical album of Otto and Cass County. Really nice room in here. Look at some of this original cases and a lot of old pictures. Kind of a fainting couch. Council of War. There's Abraham Lincoln up there. Really nice, a bunch of old canes. It's called a small study, I guess. Golden walnut. That walnut around there. There's an old cane right there. This is borrowed 1852 by FWP, returned 1900 to J. Sterling Morton. Oh, look at all them canes. Crazy. Nice picture. Got a crack in it though. They were given a lot of canes. He was given quite a few of them, I guess, as mementos. It says 1904. This is what it looked like in 1904. Special train to Arbor Day, it says. Really nice lamp. J. Sterling Morton. Theodore Roosevelt in his cabinet in 1905. Union College. First floor hallway, it says. Chinese gong, which was hung in the front hall since 1905, was used to call people in for dinner. And we saw that. It's right there. That's how you call them in for dinner. Do the gong. This is called the Red Parlor. And that picture is unfinished and unsigned. This is one of the original rooms to the mansion. And obviously in here is the dining room. Nice stained glass. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. Virtue and Premium Arbor Lodge. Really nice silver. I don't know if they had this made special in the day or not, but it's got a tree on it that says Arbor Lodge. The two stained windows were added to the dining room in May of 1887. They contain the Morton crest and motto from Scotland. There's one there, and there's one over on the other side which we can't see. Picture of Teddy Roosevelt. I think Teddy Roosevelt and Morton were well acquainted with each other. An old beard and brother Excelsior St. Louis, an old safe. That baby there would be hard to move. There is some pictures of the original house. And then some of the additions that were added on. 1879 to 1885 is what Arbor Lodge looked like. And then here's a photo of it from 1885 on the north side. And 1885 to 1903. So a lot of additions and renovations. Joy Morton addition being put on the home in 1903 to 1905. Took 2 years to add everything on. There's an original certificate for the purchase of the land. 1855. I knew it was $1.25 an acre. This was signed by James Buchanan. Another portrait of Morton. It's called the Red Library. Really nice mementos of the day. Teddy Roosevelt, President of the United States. Oh, our favorite. That wouldn't be Napoleon, would it? Nice frame. (1868) book, 1838. There's a lot of old books. Kind of a historical. This is what it was like. The original land was owned by the Indians. Okay, that's what this represents. And then Napoleon, because it's part of the Louisiana Purchase, Napoleon owned this. And then it was purchased by good old Uncle Sam. Bought for $1.25 an acre by the Mortons, right there. And then right here, Gasper J. Ruffello. And then eventually, the building went over here, and that's the seal of the state of Nebraska, so the state of Nebraska owns it now. So this particular property we're on, there's only been 6 different technically owners of this property. And we're down here at looking at the one-room bowling alley put in here. It says innings, 10 innings. There's some of the balls. There's some larger ones, but the little ones, it's sort of like 9 pins, but it's got gutters in it. Wooden pins. This is not 9 pins, this is actually 10. That's kind of interesting. Got to have recreation back in the day. And this was one. It was like very, very unusual. I'll bet it's worth quite a bit of money if you can take that and put it somewhere. 45-star flag. It says it became the official United States flag July 4th, 1896. Star was added for the admission of Utah. January 4th, 1896. It was to last for 12 years, and only 3 presidents under this flag: Grover Cleveland, William McKinley, and Theodore Roosevelt. And of course, a bunch of silverware and a whole bunch of sword and knife collection, fencing foils. These are hunting swords, fencing swords down here, fencing. That's a strange curved sword. Sign. This is the Pawnee Treaty, short distance north near Table Creek. General Denver, right here, and Mr. and Mrs. Morton said it took a week, and they finally gave all their land to, I guess, the United States. And that was for protection. They got protection from the Sioux. And they decided to make this painting, this $10,000 painting back in the day, a commissioned painting. A lot of little rooms. Quilts. Well, these rooms are really little. There's a lot of rooms in here, but they're really little. I don't know if it's a sitting room or whatever. These quilt color strips. All that goes out to the patio. It's impossible. I mean, every place you turn, there's a little room. You could get lost. Mark and Martha Morton family. A lot of period shoes, dresses, ladies' dresses. There's a sewing machine. Pictures everywhere. Oh my goodness. Crazy quilts. This room occupied by ex-President and Mrs. Grover Cleveland, October 5th and 6th of 1905, when he dedicated the monument to J. Sterling Morton and planted the ash tree in the monument square. So it's called the Cleveland Suite. Obviously, we can say Grover Cleveland slept here in this particular room. Emmeline Morton, Julius Dewey Morton, J. Sterling Morton's father and mother. Department of Agriculture, official Department of Agriculture. Testimony, J. Sterling Morton, Secretary of Agriculture. Grover Cleveland in the middle, and his Secretary of Agriculture, J. Sterling Morton. Secretary of Agriculture, 1893. 1893 to 1897. Seal and stamp of Secretary, Department of Agriculture. Baby toys back in the day, little dolls. Here's a nice pewter doll dishes, circa 1875. A wheelchair. Book press. Wooden ad bank drawers, tin type for setting advertisements. Used to be a newspaper man. Thomas Morton was Nebraska's first printer. In 1854, he teamed up with J. Sterling Morton to publish the Nebraska Paladin at Bellevue. Here's some of his stuff. Cabinet, 20 drawers. Collectors all want them. Advertising plates, etchings. That's a reverse, obviously. Zinc etchings, it says, reproduce pictures. Nebraska Centennial Arbor Day Planning to Washington, D.C., April 1967. Some China here, Flow Blue, purchased by J. Sterling Morton on his 25th wedding anniversary. It's 200-piece set, including some down below in the dining room that we saw. This says blue dinnerware, Flow Blue and transferware. And then over here, some big platters.
Okay, let's get out of under the curtain now, girls.
And the very first red banded china, first set of dinnerware to display the name of Arbor Lodge, made between 1879 and 1882. About 150 years old, they say. Says Arbor Lodge on it. Oh, we gotta have a picture of one of the bathrooms, obviously. This bedroom belonged to J. Sterling Morton. This was his room, obviously a hunting. Gotta be buffalo. Has to be buffalo on the floor. Most beds are really small. Caroline's bedroom. This is his daughter's bedroom. Or, I shouldn't say his daughter's wife, I guess. Caroline's bedroom. Storm at Sea. Second floor hallway, front hall. A lot of pictures. Artist Mrs. J. Sterling Morton painted that. We're up here now. The nurse's room. Got to have a nurse if you got kids. This is where 4.5 foot long. Old timepiece. Another bedroom. Another bedroom. There's a stairway from down below. Mary Morton's room. J. Sterling Morton's first cousin. Cousins had rooms. Joy Morton, Paul Morton, Mark Morton, Carl Morton, they're all here. And there's J. Sterling again and all his sons. You put that in there to add some privacy, I guess. Mr. Paul Morton's party. They're sitting on a wall outside. Oh, yeah, here we go. Union Presentation Sword. First Lieutenant Wilson M. Maddox for service with the 4th Regiment Missouri Cavalry Militia. Joe Morton had an extensive sword collection. Confederate short bayonet.